Warning. The following views shared on this podcast are the unfiltered expressions of our vibrant personalities. We are here to dissect the pulse-pounding world of pro wrestling, from the epic battles inside the ring to the captivating storylines that keep us hooked. Our discussions may venture into unexpected territories, from questioning the creative direction or analysing the artistry behind the suplexes and submissions. Please understand that we aim to entertain, educate and engage. But please also remember that we are just merely fans and observers, and we are not actual wrestlers, journalists or industry insiders. As we always say, by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Enjoy.
Episode 234 of the Wrestling Podcast.
Let's fucking
Yo.
Morning, boys!
That's a spray in the camera.
Yeah, man. Before we start this podcast,
Wait, what is it? Spray in the camera.
before we start this podcast, I just wanna touch on a point here. Obviously, we spoke about it off camera as well. And we spoke about how, whenever times like this happen, like it brings obviously us black people together, innit? It brings us closer and stuff, innit? So our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Sonya Massey, woman that was brutally murdered by, police officers in America. And obviously we know police officers are people that are meant to protect us in the community, but it never happens that way. Things always, I don't know what the intentions were, but watching that video back and even just seeing the reports online and stuff, it's triggering, man. It's very triggering, man. And yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to her family, man. Honestly, it's just triggering, man. But yeah, besides that, everyone good? Yeah. They're all looking fresh. Spaceman grooving.
Nah, man.
I'm gutted I won't be there, fam.
Should be a good one still. I was telling people that after the trim, like I took a long route home.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone home yet. I'm still on that long route.
Did you get today?
No, I got it Monday. I'm not even. This is in home. I'm watching on Monday. I still haven't gone home yet.
Oh, you didn't need a Beijing?
No, man.
Oh, you don't need a Beijing.
No.
Beijing?
Beijing?
The black thing?
The black thing that they
Oh,
say.
no.
I got Beijing
before.
before.
Little boys. Yeah, I've had it before.
I didn't like it.
I had it.
Los
Santos
Santos Customs.
I've done it once, yeah. And the thing is, after I get a haircut, I usually go get a shower.
Yeah,
Gone.
coming off.
The thing was gone. I said to the guy, "Why are you spraying it? Because I'm going to shower, so you can come back." I said, "You think I'm traveling from Essex to Camden?" You're stupid.
The only time I had it was my wedding.
Yeah.
I had it for when we went LA. I remember when I got off the flight, yeah, because I've been robbing my I looked at the vlog, I was like, wait,
I look like
bro, it's gone.
Mask off.
It's gone, bro.
So it is. I always say when a barber tends to do that spray, it means they weren't confident in their...
No, but it's the thing. Certain barbers are great,
Yeah.
but they just use it for enhancement.
Yeah,
But there's certain barbers that are not good and they use to cover up. For example, the chalk thing.
Chalk?
Don't chalk my head, bro.
I've never heard of chalk.
I mean,
The
chalk
white
thing.
thing.
The white thing. Oh, that? Yeah,
Isn't that what they usually use? Baby powder.
Baby powder, yeah. Baby powder, yeah.
yeah.
So the baby powder, yeah. I can't lie. You have to do it first. Then at the end, when we're about to finish the baby, you do the baby powder. Just to touch it up. Don't touch me up. Don't do the baby powder first.
Listen, don't touch me up.
Honestly, you know what I mean? So do the shape up first. Then blades. Then baby powder. Just to finish it off.
But it's them niggas in Baltimore, fam, that be keeping the chalk on, fam. I see it all
Yeah,
the time.
no, was it Baltimore or was it Philly?
Is it Philly?
Philly, yeah.
Keeping the.
I think they stopped it though.
I fuck with the
Crazy.
chalk, but only for one day. Like, if it's
can't
on the
take
Why
it
on your head?
on.
Wait, what do you
What?
mean?
Did you do the barbershop?
Looking at two
With
rare,
the
You know,
That's all time, fam.
back in the day, obviously when I was younger, I used to get gas when they put the chalk on. It shows that you just got a trim. Because you can see the structure. Yeah, you can see the structure.
The architecture.
The architecture.
I can't let the trimmings, which you don't need. You don't
You
need.
don't need chalk, yeah.
All you need is that razor blade.
All you
saying.
need is that one step out and you get that look like, shit.
No, but sometimes
But
sometimes you gotta let a trim marinate. Sometimes, for me, I'll be over analyzing the trim when I leave the shop. Then I wait a day later and I look at my, I'm like,
Can I ask you a question? My barber told me to do this year, and it actually worked. So he was like, when you get a haircut, don't wash your hair the first day.
Really?
Yeah, next day you wash your hair.
Why?
Because you let it marinate fully. And it works. So when I get a haircut now, I don't wash my hair the first day. I wash my day after. I wash my neck. Obviously, I wash my neck, my ears, and that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Next time
So
I
I
wash
mean, the day after you get the trim.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
might-
sleep on
I
it.
might
and
try
come
that
back.
next time.
Try it.
I might
But I
try
sleep my durag on it so that I don't get like thing on the what do you call it? So
Nah, man, I can't do Beijing from hair peeling like Symbiont. fam.
fuck Beijing, man. I can't do the Beijing thing.
Looking like.
I mean, on your beard, it looks. On the beard, it looks wavy.
I've never tried
On the beard, I can't lie.
No, I saw it.
Rick Ross.
I think Rio reposted it on TikTok.
Oh, the guy, yeah.
The guy, yeah.
Oh, no, his one was bad though. Bro, man look like Vegeta. Bro, it was sharp. Bro, the axis. 90-degree angle, bro. Bro, man look like Mr. Satan.
But some people get it done, bro. They end up looking like fucking Carlos Boozer or fucking Joe Budden.
Yeah.
It looks fucking shit. So I'm just like,
Bruv,
you guys need to relax. man.
it was the level of darkness because natural like your beard is like dark, but the Beijing is even
Darker, bro.
Jet black.
I
Bruv,
think the guy needed to fade it. It needed a bit of gradient. Just to
it looked like a rectangle. Just
Especially if it looks just straight. Like, you're meant to have that gradient. With
yeah,
your
like
beard.
that. Yeah, bro.
I know some women ain't got beards, so I know it's different. Innit?
Catch up.
No, we ain't eating
Catch
nothing.
up. But yeah, man.
That's not even fucking true. He said we're not eating enough.
No.
So I know if we're to do a tally of the real eaters, if we're to do a tally of the real eaters, yeah. Hey, if we're to do a tally of the real eaters here,
It can't go.
do you know that was like I forgot shit.
Black and ugly. As a full stretch on Nafi, formerly known as VHS Pappy, now known as the Commander General, Pastor Doctor, Evangelist. I don't know what Mexico called me yesterday. Anafi.
Yo, people.
Mexico called me bare names yesterday, bro.
Oh, shit. Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour.
Too sweet to be sour.
aka the Hood Japanese
Correspondent.
correspondent, aka the CEO, the president, the commissioner of the TDM, Tokyo Dome merchants, we in the building.
Yo, Slaps, the main event, liver.
Champagne sipper.
Big back driller.
Babyface killer.
Back again on the Wresthings podcast.
When I say guap, you say daddy guap.
Daddy.
Guap.
Daddy.
It's a strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Chris Jericho loving, son of a gun, your boy Doughboy, aka Swody Lee, aka Riz Jericho, aka Trill Ospreay, aka John Strowman, aka the Cargill Maniac, aka Pro Guap Tees, aka the Boba Tea Pappy, aka L.A. Swave. Yeah. She make it rain on me, aka I'm not gonna lie. God forgive me if I bust my nine. And to the left we got.
You want an intro from Ola? Are you sure? You want an intro from Ola? It's your boy Ola, known as Tamura, known as Tyson Ola, known as J9. I'm missing one. Known as the owner of CWH. You might see me in Shoreditch with the click. Or you might see me at Loading Bar this Sunday with the millions
and millions
of Wresthings fans. If you smell what the Mandem are cooking.
Makes fucking noise. Big shouts to Blacks. Big
Yes,
shouts
Blacks.
to Mex. Not here, but you will see them back on the podcast next week.
Shout out to Wrestling is Too Much Fun podcast as well. Can't lie.
Make sense for wrestling.
They got a good thing going over there, man. Like in terms of like their content they got going on, and even the stuff we've spoken about with them as well. That's gonna happen in the future, and even the general space they've got there as well. I can't lie, bro. I felt like I was recording in the flipping Las Vegas Dome. That's what production, shit, that's prod, but they were looking at the stuff after recording, bro. So big up them, man. Hopefully we can have them on the podcast, do some sort of crossover, man. Well, you know what's weird? Yeah, I was thinking, do you know one of them episodes where like you get like Family Guy and Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Crossover like that. So you get like Simpsons on a Family Guy set.
Yeah.
You get Simpsons and you get the Family Guy on a Simpsons set. So I was thinking, why don't we stop one day? We go to their studio and they come to us to do a podcast like that. Why don't it's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Do you know I even had an idea of
No,
one
it's
time?
a
Yeah,
sick
it was
idea.
stupid as well,
Yeah.
but we all get a guest. We all pick a guest to represent us, innit? And then we just bring them on. We're not on pod. We probably do our intro and go. We just sit here. We just give them topics.
snap.
Just give them
That's
topics and then just let them talk.
Discord members.
Yeah, we could do that.
Why not?
Just get them to come. They're the ones taking over the episode.
Members episode.
We're just gonna watch, have fun with them, and just let them.
Wow,
take
who'd you
over.
pick?
Who would I pick?
To represent you?
To represent me. Just for the chaos, probably Lem.
Yeah.
Lem.
I hear that. Who would you pick?
Me?
Yeah.
Stuck between Gabe and Lincoln. Lincoln for the actual intro.
Wrestling's podcast!
Well, Lincoln's gonna get gassed in. Don't do it, please, don't do it. No. But either Lincoln or I say Gabe.
Yeah.
Jimmy's also a shout as well.
Oh,
Jimmy's a
that's
shout.
my pick. Jimmy.
Lem or
Jimmy.
Lino. I think Lino is
Lino
very
is good,
because not everyone knows who Lino is.
Mm.
Unless you actually chilled like at Basement Groups, that's when I realized how funny
Yeah,
Lino
Lino's
is.
funny.
Lino's fucking hilarious. So either Lem or Lino.
Me probably Atlas.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Atlas.
Alice is a
We need
shout.
to make this happen.
Probably Atlas.
Who would you
We
pick?
need to make this happen.
Jimmy, one of those two.
I know Atlas would be like the whole. He would say something there. Would get annoyed. So I was like Atlas.
Yeah, let's get Alice on.
Maybe a Raiden.
Raiden would be good as well.
Darren would be good. Darren would be fucking funny.
How can we make this happen?
Yeah, damn.
I just want to do this where they're actually saying our intros, but they're
Guys.
doing the intros in their own sort of thing.
They're watching the podcast.
And this is the
you
thing,
don't put
guys.
yourself forward.
Segue. Membership. If you guys want to get membership and get nice perks like this where you actually come on the podcast and do stuff like this, then yeah, man, sign up, man. Become a member. Obviously from the States. What's the terms and conditions they normally say? States people don't people from the US you can't get involved, but UK, yeah. That's not. Unless they're on Zoom though.
What?
Or Zoom won't bang like that, man.
Zoom
Zero, bro. I
podcast.
mean, unless we have someone like holding the phone like this.
Oh yeah, because
Abba John, what are you saying?
Oh no, they can, yeah.
Abba John, what are you telling me? You good?
So yeah, let me clarify that. Okay, if you're from the States, you can get membership. I'm sorry, that sounds mad. But if you want to come on the podcast, actually come on the podcast as part of the show that we just discussed, and you're from the States, or you're from Italy, or from Big Up Navy. If you're from anywhere in Europe other than UK or London, then I'm sorry, you can't come.
I mean, unless they actually want to fly in.
I just want to fly.
I don't think we're worth you actually flying to England.
Yeah. But I mean,
Unless there's something happening. Unless you're to come for like an all-in, Notting Hill Carnival.
Or if we're
I can't like Carnival this year. You man, if you're going, be very careful. Something happened on Saturday.
I always told myself Carnival. I'm not going. Then I'll end up going. It's just one of those things.
I hear it.
the phone snatchers that day.
No, I'm going to talk about phone snatchers. I'm talking about something else. Just be careful with it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Acid!
For acid days.
The acid days. Let's talk about a few. Let's get into the
Let's get to the graps.
graps.
So first thing that's on our menu is this G1. Can someone update me what's happened G1? Obviously, I saw the highlights.
I'm a fraud. The hood Japanese comes. I'm a fraud.
I've seen some stuff though.
I'm a fraud.
So far, the G1 has been fun. There's been some good showings from the likes of like Callum Newman,
Oh yeah. I saw the match with him and Sharon, to be fair.
Bolton Oleg, like
Can I ask you something? What is Takeshita on, bruv?
Takeshita.
Takeshita. I mean, Junkasa, sorry.
Are you on purpose?
Huh?
Is it on purpose?
Yeah, Junkasa.
No, forget it. What are you doing, bro?
Help me.
What do you mean? Oh, you
Help me.
Takeshita.
My correspondent is looking at me.
No, do you know what it is? Because obviously I'm not tuned in with New Japan Wrestling. I thought it was mentioned in someone
So you're
else.
talking about Takeshita?
Huh?
Kanuski Takeshita?
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Breathe.
So how long you been here?
No,
Takeshita, bro. What the fuck?
It's not my first language.
I said, take a shit.
I don't do that.
Takeshita, I think so far so good.
He's been getting.
Takeshita has been the standout.
He's been getting clips. I've been seeing more clips than the actual thing himself.
Yeah, it's like so far so good. It's been a fun G1. I feel like everyone is showing out besides Naito.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Naito
What's Naito doing?
is cooked.
Oh, somebody tried to do the Destino and it
Yeah,
flopped. Was that part of it? Was that?
Yeah, he's cooked, man. I'm so sorry. I don't know. He needs stem cell surgery or something.
What's wrong with him?
Bro, his knees are fucked.
His knees have been
Knees
fucked
are
for
fucked.
years, but now it's even.
I don't know.
Why is he? What was his like? Why has it gone like that?
His knees are just all them
Wear and
Stardust
tear.
twisters that
I
he's
feel
been
like it
doing.
happens to pair of them, though, man.
All them wrestlers that end up doing high impact moves and moonsaults, all of them knees are fucked.
Look at Tanahashi, bro.
So
Tanner is done.
yeah,
Holy
so
smokes.
Remember we saw him on Royal Quest. He had ice packs on his
legs.
yeah, so far so good. It's been really fun. From watching it now, with even Jake Lee being in the G1, it's kind of made me feel like, okay, cool. ZSJ might not win.
Why is that?
Oh, don't say
I
that.
think
It's meant to come home.
I think Jake Lee might be the one to win the. They're very high on Jake Lee.
The block.
Yeah. I thought there might be a chance for ZSJ to still win the world title, but maybe at some point later on in the year.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will win the G1. I want him to win the G1. But yeah, it's been some Hiroki Goto. Like even the first day, Hiroki Goto, bro, that guy's incredible, man. Hanare is incredible.
He's slept on.
ELP's great.
Yeah.
But Takeshita has been the standout.
What about Hanari?
Hanari's been great. Hanari's been great. Yo, Tsuji's been great as well. Everyone's showing out. It's been fun. So I've seen a lot of people. There's been a lot of criticism with Shota. He was injured before he got into the G1. He had like a hip injury. His recovery went way quicker than it actually should have been. So I feel like he's still slightly injured. So you can kind of see like his first match back, there was a bit of ring rust. But Shota's been cooking, so I don't know why people are saying this guy's not him.
We say it's Rob.
This guy, bro,
Wrestling fans are too quick, man.
People are too quick. Like day one, people were saying, Shota's washed, he's cooked, this and that. By today's day 4, by day 4, people are like, you know what? I see the vision. Bro, Shota's been good. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not pretend that he's like one of these old timers. Like Shota's still young. Like Shota's great. So it should be very interesting. Like I've said to myself, I'm actually gonna try and keep up every single day with the G1. It's been tough, but
What time's on the broadcast?
in the morning.
Early morning.
At 10.
Earlier than that, like
Yeah.
9.
The Saturday ones, the ones on like the weekends, keep up with them.
Madness.
Gabe is fucking over though.
Yeah, cool. I saw him run. Yeah.
Gabe is fucking
Full left.
over,
Yeah.
bro. Gabe is fucking over.
I think Gabe had a plan. He had a plan, and I feel like the plan that he had 2 years ago, he's not executing it now.
Yeah.
You can see with what he's doing now. I don't know if it was on his. Actually, I'm not saying anything.
He's a madman, bro.
And I
Gabe's
think-
a madman.
I think where Gabe shines is the fact that he can lose and he's still the talk of the company.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you don't want to be that person that is still shining just off of losses.
Yeah.
You still want to be, you know, I'm having these good matches and people are still talking about me, but I'm winning the matches that are important.
Yeah.
Should be a good tournament.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting, man. I might have to tune in for this one.
Yeah, I'll say maybe seek out some of the better matches because of course not every day is gonna have great matches. There's gonna be a few like matches that are just just there for the tournament and they're gonna be maybe between 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh,
then
I'm there for that then.
Then you'll have your 25-minute, 30-minute bangers, and then you have a few sprints that are good. So just seek out the matches that you think, okay, cool, story-wise, it might be good, and match-wise, like Jeff Cobb and Takeshita, brother.
Big men.
Bro, I
what's the
saw a
likelihood-
clip where
Go on.
I think they've done a suplex and the ref has dropped.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. The shit the ring. Yeah.
Cameraman shook as well.
Earthquake superplex.
I think
That's what it sounds like.
But I think I saw Will put out a tweet saying, just the sound of them New Japan rings in it. Yeah. Just the impact, obviously, because of the way they film it, just the impact hits different.
Like, even with the story of Callum Newman, like he's adopted the Oscar as his finisher.
Yeah, and he's even got the whole. I think he's got the whole thing.
Similar outfit as well, and he's like his first match, he won, but then a few matches, like I think second match he lost. Tried to go for the Oscar, so even the commentary are putting over like he needs to steer away from the Oscar because people can see it coming, so he needs to change his finisher. So it's just like the little stories, and even stuff like ELP, like the story is that he's by himself. Tula Longa has gone.
Longer, stronger.
All the Tongans have gone. Do you know what I mean? So now he's by himself. You kind of see he's dejected. He's kind of like not in it, and it's like he's trying to find himself in it. So like it's good, man. But Takeshita, I will not stop screaming.
So
Takeshita is the standout.
So what's the likelihood of him winning the G1?
Takeshita?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win. He's
No,
a
is
DDT
it?
talent. So
Do you think he'll go far though?
I would like to see him go far. I want to see him go far.
Maybe a block final.
Yeah.
Maybe a block final.
Yeah.
Nah, that'll be a good shout. A block final. We'll see. Because obviously Naito's champ. To see who faces at Wrestle Kingdom. So obviously they got us. Wrestle Kingdom, to see what they do at Wrestle Kingdom will be interesting, and obviously to see what they do at what's it called? Wrestle
Dynasty.
Yeah, the Dynasty show, to see what they do at both shows. But it's just going to be interesting to see who they have main event Wrestle Kingdom with Naito from this tournament. Because right now, I think this is the most unpredictable. Because you don't have a flat out front runner or flat out like this person must win or this is the person that they're grooming for the top in it. So
And it's like with each match that I'm watching, I'm now thinking, I would like to see that. And the commentary are doing a great job of putting everyone over. It's like the way they put over Hanari, it's like he could potentially win it. Roku Goto, you know what? They raise valid points. He's been to the finals a couple times. There's someone that's been to New Japan Cup, and like this is someone that's been there. He's like one of the vets of this company. This is someone that we could potentially see there. Like he's still putting in good matches. Even someone like Takeshita putting Jeff Cobb, someone that went on an 8-0 run at a previous G1 Climax. So they like commentary are doing a great job in terms of like the storytelling of, you know what, there's no real front runner like Henke said of who could potentially win this. So I feel like the closest to it is Zack Sabre Jr., but with Jake Lee now being in the mix and how over he is now and how
I've seen mixed thoughts on him, man. He's very polarizing online. At least
he's very polarizing. I think he's good. I think what it is with Jake Lee is too nonchalant with the way he wrestles. He wrestles like he just doesn't care sometimes. But when he has good matches, he has very.
I saw the match with him and Sonada. I watched. I don't know if that was.
Oh, he smokes.
That was 3 days. That was 3 days ago.
Yeah, first day.
I saw
he
that.
smokes.
Sonada got put in a spliff.
He smokes.
So what? Who do you think is gonna win this? Like,
there's no like Dole said. There's no like clear person. Obviously, the commentary is trying to put on these wrestling stuff. So
ZSJ should be the person to win.
Is that who you would like to win?
Yeah, I want ZSJ
to win.
I think he deserves it. But if he wasn't to win, only person I could see winning is Jake Lee.
Jake Lee.
Yeah.
And why is that? What's that based off of?
Just off the fact that he's a newcomer, he's already come in strong. He's with the with Bullet Club Bulldogs, and he's won world title away from a Japanese Grand Slam. He's won the Triple Crown title. He's won the GHC title. I won't be surprised if New Japan want to put the world title on him just so they can say we've got another modern day Grand Slam champion.
Fair enough.
What's Jake Lee's background? He said that his dad is a wrestler.
Yeah.
Who's his dad?
No idea.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Yeah. Tune in when you can, in it. Like it's interesting because it's not like previous years where there was like a couple of front runners. Now it's like, you know what, anybody could potentially win it besides Evil.
You hate Evil.
I like Evil. I actually like Evil. I like Evil.
It's me that
I like him. I like Evil.
Did you man watch the
theme song slaps?
The 250 episode of AEW?
Yeah, I watched it.
Can we speak about that?
Dabia.
I spoke on a podcast. I spoke on the Wrestling Too Much Fun podcast about this. It's coming out Saturday. This is the only thing I had a problem with was that there was obviously AEW made a big noise about 250 episodes, but they didn't really tap into that in the actual episode in terms of montages, in terms of oh my gosh, we was once here, look where we are. It didn't feel like a big deal. Obviously, we had a 1 hour match, which was cool, but with that, it's like still like cool. We get the banger match, but there's not that sort of like
celebratory.
Yeah, I think it needed that from what they came from, innit?
Yeah.
And even originals, I don't think there was even that much originals on there.
I mean,
the only original I think
MJF.
I saw
The Young Bucks.
MJF and the Young Bucks. Yeah.
The owners.
I'm not saying bring the whole of Dark Order, but even if Dark Order featured backstage,
I mean, that's
do you get what I mean? It's still an episode. Just celebrate.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can understand from one aspect where the episode was kind of celebratory of where the company is going, as opposed to where it's come from. So it's more of like because the matches on the show were from good 3 high key signings that they've had this year.
Yeah.
Of course, in my head, as like I don't know, maybe it's Fed brain. As whenever we're getting some sort of like celebration of like how many episodes or years, we're used to maybe having a callback of certain things that happened within that era. So if it's like a 10-year Raw anniversary, we'll get montages of, here's our favourite moments from Raw in the last 10 years. For me, I would prefer something like that if they did have that, or even if we had like certain people that have been in AEW come out and whatnot. Yeah. I would have preferred that. But for what it was, I didn't necessarily enjoy the aspect of 250 episodes. But the matches itself...
I could.
I'll be very honest here.
That Will Ospreay MJF match.
It was epic.
That match was fucking incredible.
It was an hour-long match. But I feel like
it got a bit here because
I feel like it's a bit too early for them to be doing celebrations that we're on 250 episodes.
I think it's never too early.
Why?
No, I feel like,
do you know why?
What if they don't make it to 251?
Yeah.
Because we would not like realistically, they're going to make
no, but there's a case for it. Yeah. There's been tons of companies that don't make it. They get to their 1 year anniversary.
WWE celebrate every day then with that.
No, but
you might not make it to
no, you should.
Bro, I said it last week, bro. This company, when I first saw this company, I didn't think they were going to go this far. Look where they are now. They're about to catch you to WWE Nitro.
They're about to surpass
Nitro. Come on, man.
That's excellent. That's a great trajectory. But I just feel like 500 episodes, then 1,000 episodes.
250 is a
landmark.
We celebrate 250 episodes.
So if my maths is correct, when they get to 750, are they going to celebrate that?
Yes.
The
same way when you're 25, you say that's your silver birthday. That's 50, that's your gold birthday. 75, platinum birthday.
Jubilee.
Platinum.
Jubilee.
Tap
it up.
I might get it wrong, but you get the sentiment.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a metal there.
I think it's because I'm just used to WWE's format. Like,
The same way we do the same thing.
is it?
Yeah.
There's 25 WrestleMania 25 logo had diamonds in it.
Okay. You
Bruv,
lot. You lot
That's
got
why
me.
Excel 40. We just
Okay,
came
you
from.
got me.
Bruv, don't they do
Yeah,
like a happy 1000th episode of Bruv, they do it all the time. They do it all the time.
You got me.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, them, like, putting on the matches they put on, because that card looked like a card that I'd see from Dynamite of old, where Dynamite used to be the show where you get main event matches all the time. And I feel like my issues with Dynamite of recent is that Dynamite shows haven't felt like must-see. And I felt like this 250 show felt like must-see TV. So for me, I was like, this is obviously every match you can't get main event talent, but I remember like it used to be Dynamites where it used to be like on the same card, you used to get Young Bucks and Lucha Bros, then you get Coldly and Wardlow, Omega and fucking Pac. You used to just get these blockbuster. That feels like the spirit of Dynamite, where it's just like now, I think because they've got more pay-per-views now, they feel like they don't have to put all of these matches on TV, which is kind of, I hear it, but that's the beauty I miss about old AEW, where you can just get a...
Is that because AEW was brand new and they had to give...
There was novelty behind it, because even like to what NK's saying, bro, even certain matches like Kenny Omega versus Joey Janela, they're not sized when it comes to
that was even on
blockbuster,
Dark.
but it feels like a massive match. Whereas now, certain wrestlers, if you're not sized with certain wrestlers, that appeal is not there. You're not going to want to watch the match. If what's it called, Kenny Omega is the face of fucking Pete Avalon. And now we'll be looking at it like,
It's
oh,
a joke
what the
team.
fuck we watching?
I might be there,
But
though.
back then, because of the novelty of it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, okay, I know this Pete Avalon guy. I've seen him in the Indies.
yeah.
This could be something. Now there's not that.
Deeper, we got gassed off of Cracker Barrel matches between Darby Allin. What's my man's name who's cancelled now?
Atlas.
No, not Atlas. No.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc,
We used to get gassed off of matches, just random matches like that. But obviously, it's like, for me, the big thing about Dynamite was like, you always saw like big marquee matches in it. And now, obviously, I get pay-per-view cycle and so on and so forth. And maybe the novelty's not there anymore. But like this Dynamite, when I saw like on the card, MJF versus Will Ospreay, that's a pay-per-view level match on a Dynamite. Like, that feels big enough for a 250th episode, innit? So if you look at it from that perspective, in terms of like card, that's how
they ticked it off.
Yeah.
Ticked it off, yeah.
I hear it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
They had Nyla Rose in it. Nyla Rose is the original.
she was an original. So even from that aspect, it's like them looking forward, like as these are the talent we've got now. We're moving forward as opposed to that. So, and I feel, but I don't know. Maybe it's just in me. Like I've grown up being a WWE fan.
I think
from what I like from like marquee episodes, I like the callbacks. I like here's our favorite moments, and even if they've done something online where it's like, okay, cool, fans, tell us your top 10 moments, and we're gonna do a countdown on the show. If we're to do that throughout the 2 hours,
but would you say, just to pay that, would you say people, obviously Twitter's gonna Twitter, but people be like, you're being too self-congratulatory, you're patting yourself on the back too much.
But that's
people can do that, but at the same time, like we said, we don't know if we're going to make it to 251. We should be able to celebrate the fact that we've gotten to 250, despite all the bullshit we've gone over. Bro, the last year of AEW has kind of been bleak for them. So the fact that they're still here and, you know,
Celebrate that.
with this card that we've got, bro, listen, any company will be celebrating if they were to have that card that they had last week. Do you know what I mean? As much as I wanted there to be more matches and a bit more moments, but then from what we got from the Will Ospreay and MJF match, you know what? It's enough for me. For me, that's the whole. Like for me, that was the episode. As soon as that match was done, everything else for me was just hogwash. I didn't really care for it. You know what I mean? That match alone.
And I feel that's why they could have filled in some sort of like you know, even just before the show. But I feel like even the way the thing started off, MJF versus Will Ospreay straight into. It reminded me of flipping Grand Slam. Ospreay and I'm not Ospreay.
Danielson.
That was the first match. First match.
But most hour-long matches start off the show when I think of like Hangman Danielson.
So it was cool. But I feel like if they had that on the show, then I'm definitely. Because look, it goes back to even old shows. For example, say if I'm watching a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode is like 500 episodes. I'm sure they do callbacks with like. They'll probably watch it. Hey, let's watch it enough. They'll show old school episodes and stuff and whatnot. Like it's but nevertheless, it was a good opener. I see a lot of people complain. Andrew wasn't happy with the Okada and what's this guy? Okada and Swerve match. Something's on my chest, bro. Really drinking water, bro. Sorry.
It's an okay match. Out of the 3 matches that were on the show, for me, it was probably the weakest. But then it's the best way to protect 2 of your biggest stars.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go to that finish, and that match means nothing because at the end of the day, Blood and Guts is today.
Yeah.
That's where we're moving along to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, is Okada really gonna get his first loss in a match?
That
Like that.
Dynamite.
It makes sense. It makes no bloody sense.
When they booked the match, I was like, how the hell are they gonna get out of this one? But,
Interference had to come in.
Yeah.
Okada is hilarious though, man. I think Mercedes was backstage and she done the dance or something.
Is this the card that you expected?
No, but it makes sense for TV. But I will say this: when we get to, for me, I know what it takes, but when it comes to pay-per-view time, you need to turn it on.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this ain't the Okada I expected, but this Okada makes sense for TV.
Yeah.
American
TV, it makes sense for TV in it. Like I didn't expect him to do like the Rainmaker, like the proper Rainmaker gimmick in America, because he just hasn't built that cachet yet in terms of being on television, being on TV. Now, I do eventually want to get to a point where we see that version of Okada, but like that version of Okada kind of needs to build himself up to the card. You can't come in and be like, I'm the Rainmaker, I'm the guy. You can't do that yet, especially on television. That gimmick works as a pay-per-view to pay-per-view gimmick, not as a consistent character on TV. I do want him to get there, but for now, it's all right.
I feel like it'll work during the C2.
Like, how do we build Okada?
This I
think the C2s when that's the best time to bring it out. Because you're consistently going to be having matches. So
I was going to say this year, because I was talking to the girls yesterday as well. I'm giving bare spoilers. I'm sorry, girls.
When's that episode coming out?
Saturday. But this is fine. This is fine.
It's what's it?
I was saying that
it's Dynamite spoilers on Ring of Honor. So
is that, there you go. Flipping. I was gonna say with that Okada that we're talking about here, the main event Okada. It's mad because I'm thinking about if Okada, not that I want to, but if Okada went to the E, that's Triple H will probably try and give us that one.
I don't know if you would.
No,
you reckon?
I don't think you would.
No, but I'm talking a thing of like I know Triple H is tapped in. Triple H looks at what people are saying, but I think he's got people look at me like, okay, cool. I don't want to bring Okada in like that because we already have this sort of like perception that we don't know how to look after Japanese wrestler. This one's one of the biggest Japanese wrestlers of like in.
But for context here, the reason why Okada got to that status, because if you look at the way he came back here, you have to do that, but to get him to that main event level immediately, you'd have to have him like pin someone like a CM Punk. Because immediately, because the way he like gained his notoriety in New Japan was obviously the feud with Tanahashi, but when he came back, he literally obviously had a match with I think it was, who was it? Yoshihashi. And then obviously next match he beat Tanahashi. Fucking shit. Yeah, it was terrible. Shit, man.
Even that Rainmaker, terrible.
Shit. Was that match shit on purpose or was it at work?
I think it was just they just didn't mesh.
And then obviously he beat Tanahashi, who was the longest reigning IWGP champion at that time. So I'm not saying he has to come in and fucking defeat Cody, but in order for him to come in WWE, he has to literally like X off a top guy. And I think X off a top guy.
Who do you think the top guy would be for him to X off if he was to be there?
In WWE?
I think if they gave him Bobby Lashley.
Nah.
It's not big enough.
There's not enough.
I don't think there's enough stock in Bobby Lashley. It has to be like a Drew McIntyre.
Bro, it has to be Drew.
It has to be
That'd be lit.
Yeah.
But do you think that they would X off Drew like that for Okada?
I think Drew's basically caught. Like Drew's basically had bare losses.
Yeah, I think Drew
wouldn't even feel it.
I think Drew's finally in the place now where
he has to win.
Losses don't affect him.
Losses don't affect him.
But
obviously with the
Drew is now a top guy.
Yeah, top guy. Yeah,
he's a top guy now. So he's at a point now where it's like, even if he does lose, we know moving forward there's a story at some point. No matter what, he's gonna get back to that spot.
Drew, he'd have to X off somebody like a Drew for it to be. Because no disrespect to Bobby Lashley, Bobby Lashley is not of the cachet, in terms of what he is in the company.
So if
work-wise, the match would work.
Yeah.
But in terms of where he, like, even with his WWE title run and the feud he was having with Brock Lesnar, for him to even beat Brock Lesnar, he had to get help from Roman Reigns. So already the perception of Bobby Lashley is, I like Bobby Lashley. He is an upper mid-card guy, but he's not at that top yet because I've not been able to see it. Like, I don't see him as a top guy because he's not been able to beat a top guy.
Like, put it this way, Okada have to X off Seth.
Why not?
That's possible.
That probably would have been
and Seth can take the loss.
Yeah.
So, okay, hear this,
But you'd have to X off Seth and then X off bare man after that.
So let me give you this. Yeah,
That's fine.
So Okada debuts at Royal Rumble. He comes out 20th.
Yeah.
He gets eliminated by Bobby Lashley. Just saying. Hear me out. He defeats Bobby Lashley. After Bobby Lashley, he has Seth. After Seth, he has Drew McIntyre. After Drew McIntyre, he goes up for the he goes up against Cody. Not for no any sort of thing. Does he beat Cody?
Yeah.
Does he beat Cody?
He has to.
The problem
he beat
is, the
Cody?
problem is, yeah.
He has to.
I feel like at that point, Okada's built off enough stock
To
but
lose.
Cody is too OP.
Cody
don't
is
say
the
it.
president
It's
of
crazy.
WWE. I told
It's
you.
crazy.
He's too OP.
He has to
But
be.
that's
I
how
can't lie.
hardest push went in Japan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. But then again, at the same time, starting off with Bobby, the only problem is, okay, cool. Once if Okada comes in and he's beating off all these top guys, at some point you still have to at least mix it up with the lower to mid card guys.
okay. Perfect. Okada's first.
Shinsuke impossible.
Okada's first match. In
I think
WWE.
it's him and Shinsuke as a first feud would make sense.
I was gonna say AJ.
It would,
AJ
but-
Styles.
Oh, Adrian.
For heritage.
Yeah.
For heritage. But then you still getting to the point of him like, I think you still end up not in the same exact point, but you still getting the point of him having to like meander and wait. You have to wait. And that's what, and the thing is, what I do like about AEW stuff is that put the Continental title on him, Eddie Kingston's beloved, put it on him. He's gonna hold that. C2 is gonna be his time to shine. And then I don't know, C2 is gonna be his time to shine.
I'm deep. Okay. Another.
We're gonna say Okada King of the Ring.
Nah, not even that, bro. So you know how Gunther was at the time. Royal Rumble, Gunther was how many days into his
I think it
Reign?
was 2 years, you know.
at that point Royal Rumble last year.
Oh no, it was like a year and a half, a year and a bit.
Okay,
I think I've got something for you.
gone.
Okada, Money in the Bank.
Not wait.
Rainmaker.
Okay, no. You didn't jam me, but it wasn't where I was going.
Your pen has no ink.
Do you know what the ones?
Your pen has no ink.
I wasn't gonna say
You're
that.
writing with a feather. You're writing with a feather, mate.
What I was gonna say is this: if Okada came through and his first opponent was Gunther, would you believe that? And he beats because keep it. Intercontinental title at the time, bro. It was special.
Fair. Plausibility. That's not happening. That's not happening, bro.
Why isn't it happening? Just explain.
Okay, let's be frank. Let's be Lampard. Yeah. Listen, I you know me. I rate Okada. Right, they're not gonna get. Yeah. Let's be real. You're on television week to week. Okada is an unproven entity on weekly television.
Okay.
Let's be real. You're gonna get him to defeat Gunther, where you don't know exactly what his character work is. In the States,
go on, yeah.
you don't know exactly what his mic skills are, which in WWE is a big thing. Even in wrestling, it's a big thing. Yeah. So you're gonna sacrifice Gunther for Okada. I get it. For me, as the Okada fan, I would love it. But if I was hate, I don't know if I'd take that risk because Gunther's proven. For me, Okada is an unknown entity.
If I were to make Gunther lose, his next step is to go straight for the World Heavyweight title, and that's how I'll play. Gunther, if Okada came to company, Royal Rumble, whatever, and he beats Gunther, whatever, he wins Gunther's title, Intercontinental title, he has it for time, whatever. Then Gunther goes straight. I've lost my title. I'm going straight for Seth Rollins. I'm gonna win every. That's when I think. That's when I think it's fine because that's basically the same thing he's slightly doing in AEW where they've given him the Intercontinental title. What's it? The Continental title there, and he's running that there.
And Gunther are two different monsters.
But you have to also remember, Okada is in a storyline that doesn't necessarily involve that belt. He just has that belt as a trinket at the moment. And he's involved in a bigger story than what that belt is actually offering at the moment. It's just to show, you know what, we've brought Okada in. He's now with the elite, and with the elite, he's been able to gain the title.
Okay, my second question to you guys is this: if you had a pen at AEW, how would you have brought Okada in?
I don't know.
And where would he be now?
Literally the same way they're doing it now.
Yeah,
You're finding it.
As much as I don't like the story, but I feel like this has been able to showcase Okada in a completely different light. If you've watched New Japan, you know that Okada's a comedy wrestler that wrestles very, very, very well. Yeah. So the fact that he's been able to showcase more personality, it's kind of like a fuck you to all these other people that have said, you know what, I'm not too sure how he'd be able to fit in because he's literally just someone that just comes in and wrestles. Yeah. So I think this is probably the perfect way. It's just after this, what happens and how do you maneuver? Because at some point, as the Rainmaker by yourself, once this elite stuff kind of fizzles out. Because at some point, we're going to get Okada versus Kenny Omega, and we're definitely going to get Okada versus Adam Page. Yeah. That's the plan at some point.
All in,
so
bro.
we...
No, probably not all in.
No, I don't think I'm all in. But at some point, Okada needs to be able to stand by himself. So I'm guessing these months that he's going to be with the elite, it's now just allowing him to kind of like learn and develop and kind of see what, just being on TV, seeing where the hard cam is, being able to get your comedic timing on point. Because once you're now able to be the serious rainmaker,
there's no turning back.
There's no turning back. It's sink or swim.
Yeah.
And work-wise, you're going to be able to swim. You're even the shark. Yeah. But then when the promo time comes and it's like kind of expecting story development from you, that's where we're going to see if the shark is in a pool or if he's in a fucking shark tank.
But do you know the thing about Okada? Because we always forget, like, obviously Okada built himself to being Okada, but for a long time he had Gator, right?
Yeah.
In AEW, let's say we all assume that Okada might be world champion at some point, right?
Yeah.
Do we think he'll have a manager beside him, or do you think like what he's doing now will kind of allow him to like be standalone?
Has Okada ever had a manager before?
Yeah. Gator.
And
for years.
How was Gator? Was he heel?
Yeah.
At the time when he first came into New Japan, he was a heel, but obviously he joined Chaos and then he was a face from.
And Gator was part of Chaos, or
Yeah.
And Chaos is a spin-off from what?
Chaos is just
Chaos.
It's a faction in New Japan.
I thought spin-off.
It's like the main. It's like the second main faction.
Yeah. But Okada's most of that like iconic title run, he had Gator beside him.
And how did you enjoy that?
Yeah, best title run.
Essentially, when he does win the AEW World Title, he has to win it with Gator, no?
No, but he outgrew him. That's the thing. It got to a point where he outgrew him.
And it's the thing. I feel like by the time he becomes the whatever champion, we've already seen this version of Okada where he can actually captivate American audiences. So I don't think he will need a manager by then. You get it?
If he doesn't need a manager,
I don't think he would need it. Don Callis.
No,
I was gonna say Stokely.
Don Callis. I can't lie. That
he's
guy,
cooked his
that guy is
Stokely.
coronavirus. That guy is COVID. Bro,
He's finished
I
his
promise you, if you watch the G1, it will make you realize that Takeshita is not a small boy. Takeshita shouldn't be around this guy. This guy's holding this guy back.
Do you know what it is about
Don Callis is fucked.
Do you know what it is about Don Callis? Yeah,
fucked, bro.
But we need to analyze Don Callis. I watched an old Wresthings episodes, and I remember like during the belt collector reign, he was perfect. Is it overexposure with Don Callis or what? Because the gap in quality from belt collector Don Callis to the Don Callis we see now is ridiculous.
There's no consistency.
You know, I think
There's no consistency.
The problem is, I think it plays into the overarching issue with AEW is the faction problem. They like to just stick different people together and they just feel like it's going to work. This Don Callis family thing, for me, it's not working. You've brought in random people that have, besides Will Ospreay and Carl Fletcher, nobody has anything in common. They've now got this new faction, the conglomeration, with Kyle O'Reilly, Orange
that
Cassidy,
faction is funny.
Tomohiro Ishii, and Mark Briscoe. It makes no fucking sense. What kind of faction is this? Even before, we've had the Matt Hardy family, we've had the Andrade family, we've had the Nightmare family, we've had the Dream family, we've had the
family fetish.
There's one faction I forgot with the Teddy Blanchard's thing. And what's it called again?
What's it called?
They were lit.
The Pinnacle
were lit. The Pinnacle were lit. Yes,
Pinnacle were lit, but there's nothing with them. Like,
no, but they were lit. I think
the visual wise, they were cold.
Evolution.
Even they had Inner Circle, they've had Outer Circle.
Inner Circle.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I just feel like at some point we need to let this shit go.
Let the factions mean something.
Let the factions mean something because it's like you're getting these people together. I don't see the trios division being explored into. I don't see it improving. Even the tag team division. It seems to be a two-headed horse, or as Atlas said, a two-headed penis.
What's wrong with Atlas?
What's wrong with you? It's become a two-headed penis with FTR and the Young Bucks. And for me, it's like, why even give the Young Bucks the titles? Because they don't need it. No. Private Party should have won the fucking tournament, if I'm being fucking honest. And I screamed this. But people online said, no, the Young Bucks need to win it because we need FTR versus... And it's like, no, because at All In, we're probably going to get that match again.
FTR versus the Young Bucks is a match that don't... No. I'll be real. I don't think it's a match that actually works. How many times have
we had that match now?
I don't think. No, outside of their first, okay, they had their match on the pandemic and the match their second match. Yeah, those matches were cold. That third match,
the third match is All In, right?
Yeah, I can't lie. Outside of spectacle, when I look back at All In, I don't think that's a great pay per view.
Oh,
it hasn't aged well.
Bruv, All In's not good.
Outside of spectacle,
bro, All
not
in,
aged
You watch
yeah.
it back though.
Even when I
No.
was there, that pay-per-view was
you-
mad.
well, okay,
Oh,
can
God.
All in is not
I don't
aged,
want
no.
to. I don't want to come bourgeois. Yeah, it's because you remember what's that? Flossies and the Knicks. I can't lie, I was enjoying myself. After something, I nearly got blind. I got blinded. There you go.
No,
This guy's classist.
I enjoyed All In, yeah. But for example, from a wrestling perspective, yeah, All Out was way better than All In.
100.
Of course, yeah.
All Out was, and the thing is, yeah, the problem is, and I think this All In will be better because the way they're building it is better.
Yeah.
But we even said this, from the build to All In, nah, bruv. And I'm sorry, that MJF Adam Cole match, as in the building, I was like, yeah. When I watched that back, nah, man, smoke and mirrors nonsense, bruv. But even that Young Bucks FTR match, nah, bro, there was too many matches. The best thing on that show for me was that Stadium Stampede. That was fun. That was really fun.
That was hard to watch, man.
That was
You man could watch it because you man were
Yeah, we
looking.
were up.
I couldn't see much.
Was it
I'm
Sting
taking
and Darby
Sting.
versus
Christian,
Christian?
yeah, Christian Swerve. That was fun.
Ospreay and Chris Jericho.
That was fun.
Everything else was just...
What's meaty, bruv?
Meaty, bro.
Huh? Samoa Joe and CM Punk.
Okay, Samoa Joe and CM Punk was fun. That was fun.
CM
Everything
Penance.
else... No, okay, I liked Jack Perry versus Hook.
Yeah, that was
was
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Everything else-
That's when we walked in and the match was.
Yeah, that was...
yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
But what, Shikaru Shida versus Saraya versus
Tony Storm.
versus Tony
But
Storm.
that was England.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck that
Bruv,
shit.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Ooh, fuck
That much of
That
fucking
match was
shit.
pants, fam.
Where's Saraya won? Yeah, I said no, man.
Why are we giving her this, bro?
Just when for the time it was lit.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Look, in the vlog, you see me in the vlog, I was like,
Fam, it was
in the vlog, I was like, nah. In the vlog, I was like, nah.
I was lit. I'm sure to say I was lit.
No.
I say
I wasn't there
the
for
Knicks.
I can't lie. Maybe I was being a punk in it, but I was lit because that year was a fun year for us.
No, the thing is, yeah,
we came to this.
it
I
was
was there
fun.
for everything.
As an event that you go to, don't get me wrong, I had fun.
I was lit. Yeah.
It was lit to be able to be at an AEW event in Wembley Stadium. And the fact that even before we got to link up with all the Mandem, and
yeah,
just
it was nice,
the fact that AEW are in London, and they're doing Wembley. This is fucked. Like this is crazy. So the spectacle of it in terms of like what the actual occasion was, amazing time. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't even if they offered me to go Carnival or AEW.
I'm going AEW.
I'm definitely going AEW.
I'm gonna
Do you know
be
what I
there.
mean? As much as I saw the cheeks on Snap and I say, yo,
Even on
and certain people messaging me like, bro, this
She's with acid. No. I'm taking the wrestling.
that's crazy. There's doms.
That did the bus stop fell. That did the bus stop.
Oh, I wish I could save that girl. The girl that fell.
That's his friend.
Multiple angles.
Wait, you know the girl?
That's his friend.
I know the one that got hit.
That's his friend.
The one that got hit.
The one that was underneath.
That's his
Oh,
friend.
right underneath. Oh, I'm talking about the girl.
No, the one
I
that
hope
was
she's
on
okay.
top.
I hope she's okay.
No, she's good.
That's
It's the girl on top. That's the one I want.
Stadium
Oh, the one
girl
on
top.
this.
The one that was- Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! I can smell for tomatoes! That's the one I want. But, yeah, for what that event, the occasion was, I had a great
fun
time. But,
As a pay-per-view.
my own cage match review. I can't lie. Simon says, put your hand up. Move. I'm not moved.
It's not memorable, but it's not. Put it this way, it's not.
I need to watch it back.
It's not a memorable pay per view, bro. Especially for, and do you know what I think my biggest. I understand why they did it, but my biggest critique of All In, yeah, in hindsight, is that it didn't feel like an AEW pay per view. It felt like a pay per view, which I understand why. Your first time Wembley, want to cater to everyone.
Yeah.
Be AEW. We're here for you. It felt like a pay-per-view where it's like, it felt very safe. It's like, we're going to safe, be AEW. Show us why you're different from the rest. Put on the matches that we want to see. This is your biggest show. This is becoming your flagship show. We want to see the matches. And so far, from the build I'm seeing, it looks like we're going to get proper, actual, AEW matches on the show.
Do you think what could also have been the problem is the fact that
Injuries.
yeah, maybe injuries as well, but maybe that the fact that they didn't actually do a show prior to All In London, so maybe like a Dynamite or a Collision or whatever, so it can still allow people to still wrestle in the UK, then, rather than going straight to All In and feeling, you know what, we need to try and get certain people on the card just to kind of appease them and fill it
To a
up.
degree.
Because I feel like if they were to have had a Collision
In Wembley.
or a Dynamite, I'll be real. Certain people didn't have to actually be on that card. The Hook and Jack Berry could have been on.
That could have been. Josh Man, Fig would have been in the company by then.
Oh yeah, that could have been on
Fig would
Dynamite.
have been in the company. That's a butterfly effect. Because that match was on
CM Punk would
Collision.
have still been in AEW. Maybe, who knows?
Actually, no, real glass.
Yeah.
But
I feel like certain match, even the what's it called, the Ring of Honor tag team matches that were on the fucking pre-show. That match didn't.
That match didn't make sense.
That match was fucking bullshit.
Where's Mark Davis?
He's still injured. He's still injured.
Yeah, no, I
Been, yeah.
He got injured maybe sometime after when they lost the tag team title, so maybe like November.
You know his injury?
Actually, no, after maybe a few months after he lost.
You know his
so
injury?
maybe like September. I don't even know.
Bro, that's a crazy injury.
Yeah,
it's
but
come up to,
I feel maybe that could have alleviated, but I think the build was.
Yeah, the build was poor.
The build was cooked already.
We were cooked. Yeah, we were.
The build was cooked already, innit? And it was like there were certain matches that should have been, like, for example, I'm so sorry. And why was the Kenny Omega Takeshita match on All Out instead of All In?
What did we get All In?
We got the free
You got the Golden Lovers, which on paper, yeah, but you knew what Kota Ibushi was at that time. I wasn't.
He might be. He looks in decent health.
I believe.
now,
I can't lie.
He looks in decent health now. He looks in decent health.
That guy's knees are. It's not just injured. That guy's knees.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
But yeah, I just feel like the build to
This is
All
your
In-
problem, nigga.
What have I done to y'all? What did I do?
Give them all a chance.
What's wrong with that?
Stop giving people a chance, man. Use discernment. Something is telling you it's bad. Listen to it. Don't be saying, you know what? I love her. It will work. No, nigga.
See, sometimes you gotta let shit be, fam. Kota Ibushi retired for me when he got injured. That's it, bruv. This Ibushi is giving Butlins tribute, fam. Like it's done. If he comes, listen. If Ibushi returns, we will be there, or we're not gonna be there because it's not happening.
We'll be there, but we won't be
I feel like at that time, they probably just didn't look at AEW All In as the spectacle everybody else thought it was going to be. Because like you said, the Takeshita and Kenny match was a week later.
Yeah.
That could have easily been a Wembley match. Like, this is your biggest show of the year, technically. But they've gone in not treating it like a big show. It's basically a Wembley house show.
I disagree. I don't think they treated it like a Wembley house show. I think they wanted to cater to get everyone on the card and cater to basically not scare the hoes. That's what I believe.
Are they scared of hoes?
I believe
There
was no things there.
That stage is
no.
There was no things there. No, they scared hoes. There was no things there. I don't think I saw a single bad beat there. I saw bad beats at WrestleMania. I saw bad beats at SmackDown. I've seen bad beats in GCW.
I can't lie.
I've seen Nash at GCW.
Let's get there.
But no, but I thought
my
like,
phone did come out like, who's that?
but I just feel like they presented like a very just. For me, all it just felt very safe. It felt like a very just palatable, safe shows. Inoffensive, doesn't cater to the match. I want scared the hoes. Give me 60-minute matches.
Bro, at Wembley.
Why not? Why not? But this is AEW.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, not 6.
I'm not there.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, Dynamite. But
why not?
Bro,
you're AEW.
Deep it.
No, but
all in now is basically AEW's WrestleMania.
That's the issue. They look. That's the, and that's why I think we keep getting these sanitized cards because like, maybe 6 minutes is a stretch, but give me
5 minutes at least. 5 minutes.
Give me why I watch AEW.
I'm sure they gave it to you. I'm sure they gave you that in.
They gave me Stadium Stampede. That's it.
Samojo? That was 30
MJF
minutes.
Adam Cole was supposed to be that, but it wasn't.
No,
It
but
was an MJF. That was a Fed match.
Forget that one.
That's a Fed
Forget
match.
that one. I'm talking about Samoa Joe, CM Punk.
That's a good dude. That was a good match.
Okay, let's get
Will
to this.
Ospreay and Chris Jericho.
You have that. I think that's what I'm saying to you, bro. I feel like AEW does it well. When AEW have a balance, they do it well.
They definitely
and
do
I feel
well,
like when it's too much of it, I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm at WrestleMania weekend. I just want to watch this. I want to watch that. You know what I mean? Bro,
So you're saying that AEW should keep to the variety show, and NK saying it should just be straight grabs.
Because I feel like deep it, yeah. We had man like Nick. When's the last time Nick watched wrestling, bro?
Yeah,
they gave away bare free tickets to people that were working in JD Nike, all these places. And I feel like
NK's gonna say that's the problem.
So you know what?
Because they're giving it to niggas that don't watch wrestling.
Yes!
I don't.
No, but okay,
That's why there's no hoes there.
They're trying to get you
Bro,
crowds,
That's why
bro.
there's no fucking hoes
No,
at AEW shows, man.
for me, yeah.
This explains why the show was
That's
so
why there's no
safe.
fucking hoes. That's why if we do
Because you
AEW
are
Fight Forever tournament
you were
in
saying.
Logan Bar, bitches don't come.
Man thing.
I didn't hear what he said.
What you say?
That's like when we do AEW Fight Forever tournaments, bitches don't come to fucking Loading Bar.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
But for me,
You know what I mean,
it's
man?
not that I don't want them to come. Yeah. It's not I don't want these man to experience AEW. But yeah, when you watch AEW, be like, yeah, this is some different shit. I want it to be Marmite. I want it to be polarizing. I want it to be a thing where it's like, you know what? If they say no problem, but be yourself.
I get that, but
Be yourself.
I feel like if it has a mix of it, okay, 60% of what you want, 40% of
Right,
I'm here to cater to these new audiences.
I
Because
hear that.
because deep it, when you're coming to Wembley, you're here to branch out. Because if
That's
not,
Yeah,
AEW
you have to
turn
remember
around.
there was a lot of first time like AEW watchers
people.
that went to
Nick, my boy Nick.
like, a lot of people that don't
watch.
watch AEW, and for them it's like, you know what, there's wrestling in Wembley. There hasn't been wrestling in Wembley for God knows how many years.
1919.
You know what, even if I don't watch AEW, let me go and check it out. So to a certain degree, you still have to cater to that crowd.
True, but what would I say? I don't know these people, so their reaction from these people was it like, oh my god, that
Yeah,
was
Nick. You spoke to Bracer said that was one of the most lit. I've never been to a wrestling show before. That's one of the most lit things I've ever done.
I'll be honest as well.
Bracer was gassed about it.
Yeah, no, he enjoyed.
Based on user experience design, obviously we create things
punch
such
this
as
guy.
customer journeys, customer personas, right? You
You don't
can't
even need a
create.
mic.
Hey,
They can't hear
listen,
you.
you can't create a product that's only catered to one user. You need to have different users. So unfortunately, you can't get 100% graps, and you can't get 100% of like the normal.
I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm not
He
saying
said
that.
That's how the player dropped.
That's what it sounds like.
I didn't say
No,
that.
he literally said 5 minutes ago if you were listening and not daydreaming.
I said 60%.
So
look, dip it. Okay, dip it. Next year.
60% graps and 40%.
What's PSG's ground called again?
Sorry?
PSG.
Fuck the.
Okay, if Tony Khan's like, bro, next year we're doing it brand new. We're going somewhere else in Europe. We're going Parc des Princes. Was it Parc des what? Parc des France. We're going there. Bro, that's a whole new crowd. They're gonna have to go above and beyond now. They're gonna have to. You see it? That's a whole.
okay, to a degree, okay.
Okay, deep it. Okay, we're going to States, yeah. We somehow get a live show. We're gonna have to. Okay, say we're getting a live show. We have to do a live show in Vegas, yeah. When we're in front of this crowd, obviously we're gonna be ourselves, but we're gonna have to cater to these new audiences by talking in a different way a bit. Obviously, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be yourself.
There's a measure of
tailor it.
being yourself, but then you still have to be wary that, you know what, these are
There's new people here.
So you still have to be able to be palatable for them to be able to say, you know what, I
It's
like
that.
this, even though this is new to me, I might go check out the other stuff. So when they now check out your old stuff, it's like, oh, this is how they actually are.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, I can fuck with this or I can't fuck with it.
Fairs. I just feel maybe okay. I don't want every match to be fucking a G1.
Yeah.
But for me, I just felt like AEW at All In, there wasn't like, aside from Stage of Stampede, there wasn't a match where I was like, oh my god, this is my AEW. At least one. For me, it was like, this is my AEW.
Really?
Osprey Jericho.
Even the Osprey Jericho match.
Jericho was good, but no.
Even CM Punk, Samoa Joe.
It'd be,
Are you sure?
I can watch that match back, please.
I like that match.
I can't lie.
No, I didn't know. I'm not gonna
I
say
was
it.
there too. I was next to you. You
No,
enjoyed that one.
I never said that. Wait.
The matters to the diamonds. That's a diamond test.
You wasn't with me during that match. No. Do you know why? Because the bill gave you the ticket after the match. You came after the match.
there.
Are you in cash?
I
A
recorded
reverse card?
No, I recorded the entrance.
I've
We were
got,
there.
no, I've got no. Do you know why? If
You
check
weren't
on
at
the
the
vlog,
entrance.
you weren't.
I wasn't at the
'Cause
entrance.
if you check
I
the vlog,
recorded
yeah.
it.
What about
if
you
it
talking about
was
CM Punk,
us,
Samoa Joe?
If you,
No, you want me by yourself.
Exactly. I thought about
It's myself, it's myself.
about myself.
What match are you talking about?
CM Punk Joe.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
He even messaged me saying I'm on my way. I'm on my ticket now.
No, I'm
wasn't
gonna.
there,
Let me
I
know.
wasn't there.
I'm not saying I did not enjoy All In. Like Adele said, as a moment in wrestling history for me, for my first AEW show to be in Wembley Stadium, I had a phenomenal time. But for me, if you ask me, as a wrestling show, what show would I rather be? I'd rather be at All Out.
That's fair.
Yeah, I
I'd
feel
rather be at All Out.
And then I feel like by design, that's what AEW are doing. I feel like by design, that's why I even initially said that I don't feel like AEW are looking at this like a super like show, like their WrestleMania-esque. I look at it as like, you know what, this is just like a super show that just happens to be at Wembley and it's just a prelude to All Out. Because remember, All Out is their yearly thing. All In is just something that they brought back recently. So That's why I initially said it. But
First.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Let's touch on to the E quickly. Yeah, see, there you go. We've been told to kick out. But yeah, talking to E quickly. SummerSlam is next week. They've announced this special guest referee match with Drew and CM Punk as Seth, the referee. I can't lie, the card is looking a bit
I've seen a lot of
decent.
people complain about the card. A lot of people.
Let me go through the card quickly.
I think it's a good card.
I think it's a good card. I'll chat to you guys about something after. I need some help.
I think we'll get one more match on there. Though.
So the card as of now is Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the WWE Championship, and I feel like Cody's gonna lose it.
Solo.
I don't think
Why?
so.
If listen, take it from me. If you want good predictions next week, pick Solo.
I know this trick.
Okay, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
Liv is gonna win. Dom's gonna turn on Rhea.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Damon Priest versus Gunther.
It has ink. Are you putting out your predictions?
Yeah.
No, I see the vision, and I think that's going to happen.
Wait, so you're telling me Gunther's gonna go into the Bash at Berlin with this title? Bash at Berlin, no? Oh, Bash at Berlin, what is it?
Bash at Berlin. Bash at Berlin, I don't know. I'm not bashing.
Bailey versus Nia Jax. Logan Paul.
Bailey's retaining. I don't see Nia Jax winning.
Right, cash it.
Yeah, I think Bailey's going to...
Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
LA Knight's to win. It's enough.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker.
I can't lie.
I think, do you know this? I've seen a lot of people complain about Braun Breaker losing, but I think people tend to forget that SummerSlam is like the pay-per-view for the young guys.
Yeah.
This is where
The next one. Like the Randy Orton, the
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar won his first title
Yeah.
at SummerSlam against The Rock. So
when did Yokozuna beat Hulk Hogan? SummerSlam.
that was like,
At SummerSlam, innit?
yeah.
That match was stupid. One day we're gonna watch that match back and I'll talk about that match, bro.
Fuck that nigga, bro.
I'm talking about watch Yokozuna's performance in that match and watch the ending. You're gonna be pissed off. And I'm not talking about him getting screwed over. It's the way he won the match. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Obviously, Seth.
Gonna be a flogging.
I actually don't know about that match. I
I
don't
think
know.
Drew McIntyre.
Seth is gonna have some time.
I'm not. I don't know about CM Punk losing his first match back. But then I feel like CM Punk is gonna win. He has to win. I feel like Drew's gonna flog him, and then just out of nowhere, CM Punk is just able to muster enough.
But look who the
strength
referee.
to do.
The referee is Seth. Seth has got beef with CM Punk, not Drew.
Beef with both of them.
But his beef lies most with CM Punk because CM Punk got in his way for him to lose the title.
But then CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, cost him at the same time.
It's
Because Seth could have won, but then what's his name? Drew came and cashed in. So it's not equal, but there's still some footing of, you know what, I'm beefing both of these guys. He just has more of an issue. He has more of a personal issue with thing.
So what's the likelihood of, like, let's say Seth just curb stomping Drew McIntyre?
It's gonna happen. They're gonna curse up both of them.
And then what? How does the match end?
You know?
The referee got
One,
no.
two, three. Double count.
Nah, I don't want that. Someone has to lose.
Yeah, that's
This isn't a cage match, is it?
Nah, it's normal. Yeah, what you saying?
Next week.
But yeah, that's
So
what.
Roman Reigns coming back?
Yeah, confirm.
That's what I wanted to leave for next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think it might be The Rock.
I feel like
I think it might be The Rock.
Solo next week.
I think it might be The Rock instead.
The Rock is
of-
filming
What's he filming?
that MMA film.
I think it's gonna be Roman.
This nigga's lost.
The Rock. Yeah, so The Rock. What do you call it? I'm not The Rock. Roman's definitely returning next week, and I feel like he's gonna have a face off with Solo.
What if he doesn't though?
If Solo beats Cody, I'm joking about that. I don't think that's gonna happen. But
He says
that's
that.
weird.
When he puts it, 1,000 points! I told you!
I don't think you understand, man. I was so rattled that day, bro. When I heard CM Punk come through, yeah, bro, I wanted to wake up the whole house. I said, "What do you mean, CM Punk? Fuck off, man. F off, I was livid, bro.
Oh my god.
Let's quickly touch on what's it called? Bobby Lashley,
release of
Tamina,
the-
and MVP are. Well, basically, they're no longer an internal roster for WWE, so it looks like their contracts are expiring and they are heading out of the door.
Where would you guys like to see them?
Bobby Lashley.
TNA.
On the poll that we did
yes.
on
I
Twitter,
love said New Japan.
New
innit?
Japan. I was proper shocked about that.
Lashley in New Japan.
Yeah,
I love his in New Japan.
I don't know. I don't really see it, but
For the New Japan Mandem, how would that
He's not
work
been there
out?
before.
No, he wrestled on IGF for Inoki.
Is that when he was wrestling with? Is that when he tag team up with Hurricane?
I can't remember if Hurricane was there, but he's wrestled at IGF in that.
AK's face.
Why are you
Yeah.
laughing?
Look at AK's face.
I mean, for me, wherever he decides to go, as long as he's happy. Like I don't see AEW just for the sheer fact that I feel like it's something that we've said for the past 6-7 months.
Big man.
AEW's bloated, and I feel like if Bobby Lashley goes, he's taking away an opportunity from someone that's already in catering or that's already been told to eat where they are at home.
It's
So
annoying,
I'd
though, because
rather
there's matchups.
Tony Khan not sign anyone unless it's to build up like the mid card or the lower end or to build Ring of Honor.
I think he's gonna resign.
Probably.
I mean, whatever he does, as long as he's happy. Innit?
Apparently, he's got an offer. He just hasn't accepted.
WWE, do you know what I'm trying to do? Like it's the same thing done with Chad Gable. Or Chad Gable's not gonna sign. Where's he gonna go? AEW's been in contact, bro. He signed another contract, bro. Bro, I can't lie. But I know Bobby Lashley isn't really used in this day and age, but why would you want to lose Bobby Lashley?
Because
He's finishing his career.
here's the thing, yeah. I think, and maybe I'm on the outside. For me, there's what WWE see Bobby Lashley as and what the audience see Bobby Lashley as. And I think those two things haven't aligned.
Of course.
I think those two things have never aligned, and I don't think they will. I think Bobby Lashley is like when he came back to WWE, yeah, I was gassed because he just came off that amazing TNA run, and they brought him back. Let them do the My Sisters bullshit.
But that's
And
on the
then-
Vince though.
That's on the no. I am cool. Obviously, I won't harbour on the Royal Rumble thing too much. Everyone was there. People knew how I felt about that Royal Rumble.
That's fine. We'll
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
We'll agree.
Yeah. But I just feel like with Bobby, like we all see what he could be, an absolute dominator in this company.
And he was.
Like,
And he was.
I don't think he was.
In the pandemic, he was.
I don't think he
Bro,
was.
do you remember Bobby Lashley's run in the pandemic?
Do you know what?
His WWE title run was great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His WWE title run was great until
And his
he lost
presentation,
it.
and his presentation was great.
No, his presentation was.
And he's great.
The thing is, I won't front. I won't act like as if like Bobby Lashley, when he had his time, he had a sick feud with Braun, had a sick feud with Drew. Like that pandemic run with Bobby was
lit.
incredible.
It was lit.
But the problem is, like NK says, there's a certain alignment that's not necessarily happening because it's like for what we see Bobby as and what the potential that, and it's like. For me to be speaking on someone's potential when someone's in their 40s, it's fucking crazy.
Man.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy. Do I think maybe someone like a Tony Khan is someone that could tap into that and be like, you know what, this is someone... Maybe, I don't know. At the same time, I genuinely don't know what it is that Tony Khan is looking for. I don't know if he wants the people that have 10 on Cage Match or if it's they used to work for WWE, so I'm going to sign them. At this point, I don't know what his... You know, there's certain man, you see them, you know the type of babes that they like. Yeah. You know, like, from just scoping, it's like, you know what? I know you like that girl with a big back and long hair and gets her nails done. With Tony Khan, I don't know whether you like big back girls. I don't know whether you like skinny girls that wear modest clothing.
Why?
I don't know what tickles your fancy.
Indian girls.
Girls. You're funny, fam.
I don't know what tickles
I don't-
Tony Khan's fancy. So at this point, do I feel like AEW can be the one to kind of like restructure Bobby Lashley and kind of make him feel like this is the person that he is? I'm not sure.
Forget bloated. Forget bloated. Would you sign him?
Would I sign him to AEW?
In an instant.
If I was Tony Khan?
Yeah.
I mean, because Tony Khan's not me.
Forget
Tony
bloated.
Khan's not me.
Forget bloated.
If I had the pen, I promise you.
Would you sign him?
Certain man are gone.
Forget
I'm
bloated.
signing Bobby Lashley. I'll be real.
Forget bloating. Forget how many we got in the roster. You have the pen. You have the budget.
I'm signing.
Listen, I'm signing Bobby Lashley.
I'm signing Bobby Lashley.
And an instinct.
You have to.
And he's debuting the same night.
Yeah, huh? Wait.
He's debuting the same night.
Oh. I
I'm
thought
signing
he's
Bobby
winning the
Lashley.
title the same night.
I'm signing Bobby Lashley.
You're not signing him.
Is
You're
it?
not
Wait,
taking
why?
What are we looking?
Interesting.
For me, there's
You're a new company, you know.
I can name. For me, personally speaking, there's more guys I'm interested in than Bobby Lashley.
Right now.
No, but you can't sign them. I'm saying
No, there's more guys I'm interested in. Like, if
As in terms to sign or that's already on the...
already on the roster. Already on the roster. In terms of signing, like Bobby, the thing is about Bobby Lashley, I think WWE is the company for him. It's just I need him to lock in. I feel like presentation. I think even for what WWE stands for, that's why Bobby Lashley WWE so. Even what WWE like, presentation, stature. That's a WWE man.
Who has that though?
That's a WWE match. So the fact that it hasn't worked over there for me, I don't see him in an AEW.
I wouldn't say
in an AEW.
I think it's worked. I think it's worked, but I feel like at the moment now, look, deep who's at the main event right now. Can you see Bobby Lashley at main event?
No, in AEW, in WWE.
In
WWE.
Deep it's hard, bro.
No, but it's
The
hard
thing
because
is,
we've
the
been
thing is,
conditioned that way.
I can see him there, but the only problem is that because he's not been built to that at this present time.
It's
in the last 2
conditioning.
years, it's kind of hard to kind of put him.
But
there.
he's been there.
If it's a thing where whilst he was WWE champion, he was he tangled with Brock. But if he was kind of like tangled with the likes of a Roman Reigns, or
He did. The day was it day one? It was Brock.
No, but he wasn't. He didn't have a match with Roman.
I
I'm
was
saying
one-on-one.
if he had that match with Roman,
that would
when
have took
Roman
him.
was kind of like flogging everyone, then at that point maybe I would have looked at him like, you know what?
That would have took him to the.
I would have probably seen like, you know, this is something I could see in that.
Yeah, because when I look at Bobby Lashley, yeah, even when I saw him even though 07 he was like mad raw, I just see him. I'm like, this guy is of the ilk of a Batista, of the ilk. Why do I not see Bobby Lashley the same way? Forget everyone. Why do I not see Bobby Lashley the way I see Batista?
I think
Old breed Batista.
it's weird.
Like just somebody just kill, like just destroying people. For me, Bobby Lashley is somebody where I see him, and not to say he can't because he can wrestle, but I see him as somebody that this is tailor made for what WWE is, and the fact that he hasn't reached that. Bobby Lashley is like, for me, he's a plus tier wrestler, but he's relegated to B tier stuff. B is still B's a good grade, but for me, he hasn't reached that A tier where it's like Bobby Lashley is of the ilk of greats, of just them guys. And that's the thing. When it comes to potential, when Bobby Lashley first came in, that's what we saw him as.
Yeah.
That's what we saw him as.
You need to remember, that's coming off of that TNA run where he was just
No,
dominant.
he's talking about.
I'm talking about.
When he first came out against
when he
John
first-
Cena.
oh, no, he was
When he first
excellent.
came, it was him and John Cena. like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
He was getting that comparison. Everyone was like, yeah, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. He was getting that type of comparison.
The thing is, the way I look at things is that
It's the way he's presented right now.
like as much as we can say that Bobby Lashley is tailor made for like the WWE thing or look or whatever, I'll be real. Since Triple H has come in, it's different. It's not that anymore. I don't think WWE is still the land of the giants and land of, you know, if you're this roided up muscle, like not saying that he's roided up, but for you to be the roided up muscle guy that's just beating down on people, I don't think. That's not Triple H's WWE. Triple H's WWE is very much my small boys that were PWG that can give me 35-minute bangers that I'm now putting at their home. Cody Rhodes is not a body guy. Solo Sikoa, as big as he is, that's not a body guy. Kevin Owens is not a body guy. We like, from what we know, Triple H knows ball. Triple H knows hoops. He likes and one guys. He doesn't like the he doesn't like the D1. He don't like the D1 players that went to Duke or went. He don't like. He came up with those kind of guys. For him, he's, you know what, I like hot sauce. I like true baller. I like the Mandem that when they're dribbling the ball and when them man are passing, there's a bit of flair to it. They're breaking the rules and changing the game.
You're taking me back.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of hoops that thing likes. Of course, sporadically you're gonna get the certain ones like a Gunter or a Drew where you're able to kind of mold them into that ilk.
Or slightly Braun.
Or Braun, do you know what I mean? But I don't look at like where WWE is heading now in terms of the type of people that they're pushing, like the Austin Theories and the Grayson Wallers. I legit don't see Bobby Lashley in that mold because I don't think that's where Triple H is going with it.
And that's why I feel like Bobby Lashley should be amongst the Drews, the CM Punk, the
off rip. He should have been
there.
He should have been skyrocketing. Maybe there's something backstage. Maybe there's something backstage that's happening. I'm hearing a lot of rumors in terms of like MVP having some sort of like issues with Triple H and the way he books and feeling like Triple H hates black people, whatever. So who knows? Who's to say that maybe that's the reason why, you know, he's been relegated to hanging out with the Street Profits. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's naff to say that Triple H hates black people because, bro, look at the way he's skyrocketed Bianca Belair to all over the world.
Exactly.
She's one of the biggest stars in the company. So.
in the world, in the women's wrestling world.
Do you know what I mean?
Bianca, Jade. Look at the whole of
Keith Lee,
NXT.
when he was there, he loved Keith.
Like to say he's racist, but then it's like some of the bigger programs have been with black women and Japanese women. The maths isn't mathing. But then I don't know Triple H, innit?
I don't know for Bobby Lashley, man.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I would like to see him in New Japan.
I think maybe the ship has has sailed, man. I
Yeah.
think it's sailed.
I don't think no.
Because remember,
Look,
he's 45, 46.
man,
Like,
there's bare stuff that can happen, Bobby Lashley. I feel like if he were to resign in the company and he's just in this odd program here and there, that's fine. He's still there,
bro.
But at
if
this
he-
moment here, if they somehow done a flip on Bobby Lashley, and Bobby
bro.
they can still do it.
Do you know?
No,
what?
no,
But
no,
it's
no,
just-
no,
you're
no,
right
no,
on
no.
that. You're right on that. Because it is, if he does resign, this is like the last run where you have to put your all, bro. He
No,
has
but
to
that's
put
not.
his all in,
That's
bro.
It would
more
be his
time-
last WWE run, but who's to say that he now leaves
His last
after that
WWE
run?
run,
man, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Who's to say that if he now leaves and decides, you know what, this last run wasn't for me, I can skedaddle and go somewhere else.
Fair enough,
Because,
fair
bro,
enough.
look at Edge is older than him, and Edge has still been able to cook and
yeah.
do what he wants
I
to
hear
do.
But you
I
man, deep
don't-
it. Do you remember the time where it was on a podcast and was like, bro, I can't lie, Drew's getting boring.
Yeah,
Tired of
yeah.
Drew.
Yeah.
Drew's done. Blah blah. Then Drew turned heel. Now Drew is doing bits.
So what does Bobby need to do then?
I don't know what Bobby needs to do, but I'm saying the coin can flip at any moment.
But the
And
thing
Bobby
is
Lashley's-
with Drew, yeah,
Yeah, go on.
the thing is with Drew, I've always seen the desire to do something with Drew. That's the difference. But no, Bobby had that sick title run in the pandemic here, but obviously Drew came in as a protocol child. But remember what Drew in the pandemic had? He beat Brock at Mania.
Beat Big Show. on the
With
same night.
Drew,
Yeah.
it wasn't about, for me, lack of effort. It was just about execution. Where with Bobby, at times, it feels like we'll get to you when we get to you. We've got other things to prioritize. It always feels like Bobby's like
Last
third
bit,
or
last
fourth
bit.
on the list of priorities. Where Drew has always felt like maybe not number one, but he's felt like a priority a lot of the time in his career. With Bobby, it feels like, yeah, we can do something, but
I felt like when they gave him the ball,
done well
they
with it, though.
gave him the
Yeah,
ball.
bro.
Like, I always harking back to that triple threat match that he had with Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre at Extreme Rules that year. Bro, they went fucking ham. And that's when I realized, yo, Bobby can wrestle. But Bobby, for me, this is a dominant champion. This is someone that I can say, you know what, it doesn't matter. Like, the problem is that once you put someone in that title position, you need to be able to book them that even if they veer away from the title picture, when they come back, you can look at them and say, you know what, it makes sense. That's the only problem. The problem is once they had that that Brock Lesnar feud where the way they were booking it, it was a dream match. Really truly, for a lot of people, this was a dream
was
match.
my dream match.
When Bobby Lashley first came in, everyone looked at this guy like this is a black Brock Lesnar. So when they had that vignette before Royal Rumble, where
that
they
was
compared
epic.
their life,
Epic.
military, wrestling, the way they looked, everything. We all looked at it like, you know what, this is going to be generational.
Yeah.
The matches that they had, they were all terrible. The matches were terrible. The matches were fucking terrible. Do you know what I mean?
And Roman came to rubbish the title anyway.
And for me, that was the highlight of the match. When
That's
Roman
the
threw,
callback.
when Roman threw the belt,
They need to
I said, you know what, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the highlight of the match.
They need to
This
catch the
match
belt
is
full in slow
fucking
motion.
shit.
Yeah, but for me, see, I had the Roman moment was sick for Roman, but I was like, for me, that was like, I didn't like that moment because it was like, for me, it's like, this kind of like, this establishes where Bobby is for me.
You're making him look.
And then he ended up losing the title at Elimination Chamber.
You
You didn't even compete.
He didn't even
bro.
compete.
To Brock,
Yeah.
he had a headache.
I was like, yeah, and I said this, I was like, this is where Bobby is. Where it's like, because remember, because I was there with you, man. The vignette was, I was like, Roman dashing that title, and Bobby, I said, this is where Bobby's gonna be.
But
This is where Bobby
even
is.
with Roman doing that, we now saw what it led to, this whole undisputed run with what he done. Because that was like, that's the beginning of it. That's actually the beginning of Roman Reigns' full-blown run. Right?
It started, I would say.
Okay, cool. What I'm trying to say is this. So when Roman Reigns had both of the titles, that's when he became dominant.
Mania.
He was
Right?
dominant before
He was
that.
dominant, bro.
I mean,
they-
but as
nah.
in that's when it
Fully
started.
fledged.
That's when it started trickling that, okay, cool. This is the, okay, he's had a run, but this is the run.
Nah, no,
Right?
I feel like
Nah.
his run prior to getting both belts was better.
it was better.
No, he was dominant.
Bro,
He was
Jay
dominant. He
Uso.
was dominant. He was
Oh, yeah.
dominant.
Jay
He was
Uso, bruv.
dominant. He was dominant. No, okay. Once he got both belts,
Yeah.
he went clear.
Undeniable.
He went
clear.
clear.
Yeah.
He definitely went clear.
But he was already on the best run of his career prior to that.
Yeah.
It was- okay, did he have the match we had with Claudio Castagnoli? Was that when he had one belt or both belt? Was that when the crowds were there?
That was one belt.
And he had some crowds there?
Yeah.
Matt Riddle,
Matt Riddle was both belts.
Montez Ford,
That might be both belts.
Daniel Bryan?
Both belts.
No,
that was one, no?
That was
That was one belt.
yeah,
Yeah, that was one
yeah.
belt. Because that pay per view, Drew lost to what's it called? Bobby Lashley.
And did Daniel Bryan lose then go to AEW straight after?
Yeah, he went maybe a month or two after.
And were there crowds in WWE at the time? They weren't crowds.
There was a crowd. There wasn't. Actually, there was a crowd. There was a crowd.
And those crowds.
I think there was a crowd at Mania, but I don't think there was crowds Raw SmackDown.
on SmackDown. But
then by the time we got to
AEW, those
crowds were back. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know? I prefer the latter half of the run. Then
The thing is about Roman at the time. Obviously, I'm not going to do revisionist history. Roman was like polarizing before that, but at that point in time where we dashed the belt, Roman was as hot as he's ever been. Obviously, continued to be hotter.
Needle mover, remember?
Was that the same?
Needle mover, needle mover.
Yeah, around that time.
But for me, for Bobby, it was just like for what he did for Bob. Like for me, it's like Roman. It felt like you sacrificed Bobby for Roman.
Yeah.
You sacrificed him.
I agree.
And for me, at that point, once you've been sacrificed, you've been sacrificed.
Done.
Like there's no. That's why for me, from that point, I was like, Bobby, and I said it on the night. I was pissed. I was like, Bobby's done. I kept saying that Bobby's done. Bobby's done. And it wasn't on a thing to like, oh, he's shit. It's for me. It's like
there's nothing next.
What you've done is Roman. You stepped and you've ascended, but now Bobby's here. It's just like for me. It's like that's why for me it's just like I didn't fuck with that moment because like Bobby got sacrificed before my eyes.
Yeah, the aura.
He got sacrificed.
I don't think the aura was taken.
No, it did. That match, the aura got taken, bro.
For man to
that got given to Roman.
Do you guys remember?
I just boil it down to I just don't think Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar have good chemistry.
No.
I felt for me like just the match being that pants, and we've seen both of these men have great matches with other people. I just felt like the chemistry is fucking shit, and it boiled down into their WrestleMania match. I was like, this is fucking.
Did you come late when they brought Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 39? He just came out and he done this. He went back inside.
I think he was meant to face Bray that pay-per-view.
He was meant to face Bray.
But Bray got sick.
Yeah.
So even that maybe...
That could have been... That might be a butterfly. That could have...
And this butterfly...
No, but it's true.
That could have changed something, but I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
And that was the thing when Bray said, whoever wins out of Brock Lesnar and Brock... Whoever wins out Bobby Lashley and Brock faces me at WrestleMania. So wait, were they going to run it back again? They're meant to run back Brock and Bobby again?
I think they're meant to do it 3 times.
Because they had the beef thing. Do you remember they squat? Yeah. Oh, shit. Then Brock ended up facing Omos.
Yeah.
Oh, well. What else we got on the menu, man?
What's the time? Let me see. We've got 5 minutes. I think there's one more. Oh, the Rikishi thing.
Listen,
and Buddy Murphy staying at AEW.
Jey Uso will never be a world
Buddy Murphy staying at AEW.
Re-signed at AEW. I was surprised about that.
Man didn't want that WWE speed belt.
Keith Lee contract expiring soon.
If he's well, it would be nice to see him.
If he's well to go back to Uncle H.
Ultimately, it's
his health comes first.
Rikishi accuses WWE of trying to break up Jey Uso's marriage.
That's crazy.
So I played the voice note quickly. One sec, bear with. As I'm fine. What the fuck is that?
I tell you one thing, man. I got hairs on the back of my neck every time I watch it. SummerSlam. Where is he? Let's go. I don't know. Let's write him in that he likes mommy. Mommy. That's the best that writers got. Let's write this guy into a relationship with mommy. What y'all trying to do? Break his marriage up? Y'all can't put him in a good storyline, so what you gonna do now? God forbid you guys try to tell him or tell her tongue kiss each other on that better not happen. Right.
I just watched this guy's podcast. Mommy? I just watched this guy's podcast.
That's hilarious. You have a tongue kiss.
As a concerned father, I understand his point.
Listen, Jey Uso will never be.
I think about it's kayfabe, man.
Kayfabe. Was it kayfabe?
It's kayfabe.
Oh, you think he's playing kayfabe?
Yeah, it's kayfabe.
Nah.
Do it is. Okay, let me shoot him some bell. Yeah. As a father who has worked in the industry, who has been in the crux of wrestling where this kind of shit was happening all the time. He has probably seen where a storyline like this has broken families up.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I completely get him in that regard. I think he just needs to trust his son enough to have discernment to know that, like, this is a storyline. Like, I don't look at Jey as someone that is going into the storyline thinking, I
might be able to get some.
I don't see him thinking, I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, Yeah, it's a shooting belt. I think I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, Dad, you know this is kayfabe. Like you yourself, you are in this business, and you know that you didn't really run over my
I think
cousin.
he's used to days of like, for example, the whole traveling together, Matt and Edge type thing. But I don't think that happens anymore. She just got married.
I don't think it happens as messy as it used to.
Yeah, everyone's fully like faithful. Everyone's within.
I don't know about fully faithful.
Because if I speak
That's
about
strong, man.
I don't know. Ask me.
That's strong.
start speaking about certain Spanish gods, isn't it? But like, it's
Listen, I don't think people are faithful, but like, I think a lot of stuff will blow over into the internet, innit? So a lot of people try to be a bit more. But then again, we see all these wrestlers that will be in a relationship with one wrestler, and then next thing you know, you see these two wrestlers on AEW Dark, and it's like, oh, these people are dating now. Since when? I didn't know this. You know what I mean? So the wrestling industry is just mad incestuous. Everyone just fucks each other, man.
I mean, they're all on the road together. What choice do they have?
Nah, there's choice, bro. We'll
Go on Hinge.
Hinge.
Oh, bro, just be faithful.
By the time they have to go to their date, they have to fly to the next continent.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
That's
something.
how you do it in advance.
You did it. In advance.
That's how I know this guy's a serial.
No, I learned from Ola. Ola told me. I learned from Ola.
There's no one
no
there.
mix.
I learned from Ola. Ola's the real Inji fan.
Your head all the way to the M25.
Ola's the real Inji Mawinji fan.
But yeah, man.
In general.
Yeah, I think that's all from the menu this week. Still,
Yeah, man.
menu. I think we've got a nice, exciting week happening next week. We've got the
Blood and Guts.
by the time we got Blood and Guts, by the time we come next week, we've got SummerSlam as well. Yeah. Next week we've got on Roy Johnson and Roth. That's gonna be sick.
He's always to die.
So yeah, man, you man tune in for that, man.
August 6th, Hustle, Colour Factory. Make sure you grab your tickets. It's going to be an exciting one. This Sunday, 2 days from now, Basement Grooves. Make sure you grab your tickets. Looking to be a fun one as well. Any other announcements?
We're not doing SummerSlam watch party.
Yeah, no SummerSlam watch party, guys. It was initially said that we're going to do members only, but at this point, it's a bit too late notice, isn't it? So
I think the least we might do is probably just do a live stream from our homes. That's fine. Could do that. Don't mind doing that. You guys on that?
Yeah, but Royal Rumble, there'll be a watch party for sure.
Yeah.
There'll be a watch party for sure. And Mania, if any of us are here.
And guys, let us know if you're going to Vegas, man. Let us know in the comments if you're going to Vegas, because we'd love to meet you guys out there. We need to see more British people out there, man, honestly.
Let us know if you're going All In as well.
All in as well.
It'll be nice to organise some sort of link up. There's so much wrestling happening that week as well.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of wrestling.
Progress got a show. Rev Pro got a show.
Hustle got a show.
I'm even gonna be here, bro.
Yeah, there's hella shows. Huh? Yeah, week of All In. There's hella shows, man. Eva's got bare shows. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, if you're in America or wherever you're in the world, you're coming for All In. Please let us know.
Give us a shout, man.
Yeah, even if we could just organise like a link up, or maybe we just skip podcasts and just say, listen, we're linking up at this place. Come through, yeah, man. Let's go and eat some dinner. Also, for that month of August.
Yeah,
such a bocat.
August.
I didn't say nothing.
Could eat dessert.
You said something, and I was just like,
dessert.
Yeah,
so what was you thinking of when I said something?
What was you thinking of?
Dessert.
You know what I said it?
Dessert.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah,
for that month of August.
For
that month of August, the whole All In, mid-August till first week of September, all our episodes will be streamed live on YouTube at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. So you guys make sure you tune in for that. And that's it, right? From the 19th all the way to... Let me get the date, bro. To that mid-August all the way to that first week of September.
To me, man.
That's on the 19th.
Yeah. I'll tell you this.
It's been told now.
I thought I told you.
I thought we did live stream next week, but
no, because I'm not going to be here in it, so it'll be easier for you guys to.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you guys want it.
Whatever works. I'll go.
Whatever, so that from that, what date is that? That's from the 20th to 21st, 28th, and 21st to 28th, 2 episodes.
If we decide to take a break because we're tired, don't be shocked.
If you take a break, that's fine.
If we take a break, don't be shocked.
This was sleeping.
Sleeping?
But yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you guys every single time. Big up to the members. Big up to everyone that comments, likes, subscribed. Please leave more comments.
Yeah, please, man.
We're replying to them.
Engagement.
We're replying to them. Engage with us, man. Do you know what I mean? Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. What's on Twitter as well, man? Tag us and stuff.
Clip us as well.
Clip us, man. Any clips you guys have got. I can't lie. We might have to designate Lino specifically as Literally, ask the Clipper. And
yeah,
any
yeah.
clips he's got, we just put into compilation or something.
Yeah, I'm with that.
We need to, as much as they're our members, we need to get them to work with us, man. Do you know what I mean? I was gonna say a quote, but you man are gonna say E. That's what
I'm saying. I'm fine.
Bro, I'm mature.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's calm.
Are you sure? Big up the members. Please join the members, man.
Yeah.
We want to try to get 100 members by December.
Yeah.
Get 100 members. Listen, we'll go karting or something.
Big man team.
And then
There's plans. I want to say some stuff. So I got stuff we should do.
even go museum. Or even go Eve, Pro Wrestling Eve or something. You know what I mean?
But they got a
Progress.
show. Is it Eve and TJPW?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Ajacom's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You should roll, man. What's funny? You should roll. When is it?
I don't know. I'll message them, see if we can get tickets. Innit?
I'll roll.
Yeah.
If I'm in the country. Yeah, I'll roll.
I'm definitely going nowhere show with Progress.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message you. I'm definitely.
Are you going to one in London or are you going to one in Manchester?
I'll do the Manchester.
Like Manchester lit night though.
Sir?
Manchester lit night.
Nah, I'm good.
Manchester's lit.
Money.
If you go, I'll go Manchester. You go Manchester.
If you go Manchester, I'll go Manchester.
Fuck it, we'll go Manchester.
You come touch Mara 4J?
We're going to Mane.
Say Marufuji.
Marufuji.
We're going to Mane. Mane.
Marufuji. Marufuji.
Take Mayfair's and
What's
Mara 4J.
happening, lads?
Take Mayfair's and Mara
What's happening,
4J.
lads?
Well, what's that one? Kaito Kimiya. I'm sorry, bro. Cristiano Ronaldo. Carlos Tevez. Hey, what is his name? LeBron James. Hey, what's his name? Lionel Messi.
When they clip you saying, look at this guy trying to mock our accent.
No, I don't get me.
When they ban you from the top half of England, bro.
Okay, last one. Bart Simpson. I'm sorry. I've been an Alfie. Okay.
Laps.
Doughboy.
Hola.
Wrestling podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast in the world. Tell everyone, to your mum, to your dad, to your nan, to your grand, to your girlfriend, to your ex-girlfriend, to your future girlfriend, to your ex-wife, to your future wife, to your next wife. By the Mandem.
For the Mandem.
Bow!